皆さんいつも見てくださってありがとうございます。KachokTVのきなです。今日はですね、代々木公園にチルしてる外国の方に日本についてどう思いますか、いろんな質問をしていこうと思ってます。では Let's go. My name is Christina. What is your name?
Sabrina.
Sabrina, nice to meet you. Where are you from?
I'm from Ireland.
And what brought you to Japan?
I'm just on vacation. Yeah.
How long have you been here?
2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Mhm.
And is it just your first time here?
My first time, yeah.
Why did you want to come here?
I've just always loved Japan, the way of living, the food. Everyone's it's supposed to be very friendly, very safe. Yeah.
Is there something that impressed you about Japan when you came here?
Playful architecture, and
What do you mean by that?
there's like all different types of architecture. So it's not just like all modern or all traditional. And I think there's that style of like creativity, and you see like all different types of architecture. So I've really enjoyed that. Yeah.
Is it different from your country?
Yeah. Well, in Ireland, it's I guess it's not as big a country, so you don't see as
Yeah, the
you know,
population is
it's
much
much
lower.
smaller. You don't see that amount of playfulness, and then also I think because our weather isn't as good, we have to allow for like cold weather and cold winds and rains and everything. So yeah,
I also think that in Europe there are lots of restrictions about the architecture, right?
yeah,
So there are lots of rules, so you can't really play with that a
yeah,
lot.
not really. No. Yeah, so I really enjoyed that. Yeah.
So what have you done already in Japan?
So I've been to Tokyo and Kyoto, and I really loved them both. I've got a few more days in Tokyo. I went to incense ceremony. I've done an architectural tour around Ueno. In Kyoto, I did a few of the historical tours. I went to lots of really nice restaurants. I've just been walking around, looking at the different areas. So yeah, just general.
Are you traveling alone?
Traveling alone, yeah.
Oh. So how do you feel? Is it safe to be alone here?
It feels very safe. Yeah, yeah.
And like you've mentioned a lot about the architecture. Do you do like something related to architecture for your job?
Yeah, I'm a surveyor. Yeah. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
And so this is one of the last questions. If you could bring anything from Japan back to Ireland, it can be like anything material or not material, what would you like to bring back?
I would like to bring back the sense of like cultural respect that people have, that they respect others, and they don't trash the place, or it's just a really you can tell that people look after each other. And I think Ireland's not so bad, but it's different. It is different, right? Yeah. So I think in Europe, I think we could definitely learn a little bit from that. Is that you have to pick up after yourself, and just don't listen to music really loudly, and just like think about other people. So I think that would be a big thing.
I think in Japanese culture that's a really big thing. Like thinking about this, even like the small details. Which we like wouldn't even think about, but they did. And when you see that, it's like, wow, people do care about like such small things, like such as like the small characters they have everywhere. It's like really like very small, but when you notice that people do care about like this, like environment and how everything looks like in small details, it's like so impressive.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Your plan from now, or any goals, or like a bucket list?
Well, I'm only here for another few days. I'm really excited. Tomorrow I'm going on. I've got a fashion specialist taking me around a few different areas in Tokyo, and like basically, like he's a specialist in fashion and what people wear.
Japanese person.
Japanese person. Yeah, so that's going to be super interesting. And then. Just try and soak it up as much as I can before I leave, and then be really sad whenever I go.
Okay, thank you so much for your time, and I hope you enjoy your stay and
so
today as well.
Thank you.
My name is Christina. What are your names?
My name is Michael Japon.
Michael Japon.
Yes.
Japon.
Homeo, it's my real name.
Oh.
Lamario.
And
Alexander.
nice to meet you. Where are you guys from?
I'm from Virginia in the U.S.
Seattle. California, US.
And are you living in Japan or traveling?
Yes.
Yes.
Living and trying to live.
Trying to.
Starting something new. Starting something new.
For how long have you been here?
Well, so me, it's my 4th time coming. It's my 10th day here on this 4th visit. But in the past, in 2016, I was here for 6 months in Shinjuku mainly. So yeah.
Since 2015.
Yeah. Long time.
2018.
What are you doing here, guys?
Hanging out. Teaching. Hey.
Why?
Teaching. More kinky. Hey, but also trying to do like entertainment and stuff. Whatnot.
Like YouTube or
YouTube. I do YouTube here and there whenever I'm not being lazy, but mostly just like either streaming or also just teaching. Yeah, likewise.
Yeah, same company.
Also, you working like for some agency? Or...
Yep.
Okay. So, how do you like Japan?
Cycle, it's the best.
I've been here this long.
Yeah.
So I don't plan on leaving.
Yeah, a lot of us can't picture leaving here. It's peaceful. The people are friendly. It's like, I don't know, the whole entire vibe is very loving in a lot of ways, and a lot of welcoming that you wouldn't expect. A lot of people maybe from overseas maybe not expect the welcoming nature if you kind of like put yourself out there a little bit. I like that part.
So when you just came here, or even still now, is there something that really impresses you about Japan?
Positivity. Yeah, the positivity is quite wild, and I think it's just like the entertainment and a lot of that aspect too. Yeah.
What do you mean like by positivity? What aspects?
I hardly ever see.
Compare it to home.
If I were to compare it to home or back in the States, it's not as positive, or you might see a lot more negativity, whether it comes to like social interactions. Here, it's kind of like very respectful, and even I think it's just a lot.
It's a lot of respect.
Yeah, it's a lot of respect.
It's like gun violence.
It's very safe.
I try not going there, but Yeah, but definitely, you don't get that sort of like that Western, at least American. That's where we're from. Negativity. It's a lot different. It's a lot more tame here. So I'm not very worried about a lot of things. The only thing I'd be worried about is someone catch me outside, for doing something. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't even know what you mean. I know what you mean.
They don't know nothing.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Maybe something like that. But yeah.
Do you want to stay in Japan forever?
Yes.
Really?
So this is my 4th time coming here. The first time I came here, that was my intention to try maybe make some connections and somehow get a visa. I don't know the details at that point, so that didn't work. I got home in the 3rd month. After 3 months, then the 2nd/3rd time, because I was here for 6 months, that was also my intention, was to get a job and find connections that would help me lead me to getting a visa. So I did make those connections, but a lot of stuff depends on having a college degree, and I didn't have that. So that was holding me back. Now I go home 2017. I intend to come back 19, and COVID hits.
Yeah.
So during COVID, I'm like, well, now that I'm stuck at home, might as well try and get an online degree. And that's what I did. So I did digital cinematography.
That's great.
Yeah, I did it with Full Sail University, so I could do it all online. Learned a lot about filmmaking, which is something I actually want to do here, is make a film in Japan, maybe multiple. And so now I'm here, and all of that is kind of culminating. And so I have a company that we're trying to build called Key World. That's meant to bring the world to Japan, and we would be that key as far as like facilitating travel information. If you're trying to do something content wise, it would facilitate that, and we would eventually have like a streaming house / content house in Shibuya, and that would just be like a staple of Shibuya. That's like the long end dream, and that would be flooding in like foreigners and stuff, and especially at this time where it's become more open, Japan's become more open, people are coming in, it's a good opportunity. So in general, I want to do content, I want to help people make content, and with wherever I go, I want to help people, help everybody do what I was trying to do, is come here and do something fun instead of just teaching English as the option, you know. There's nothing wrong with teaching English, and it'll be part of my goal too, to help learn language and stuff. Like foreigners interviews, and it's going to be all English subtitles. It's supposed to be facing the world.
That's also very popular, I think, recently, especially.
It seems like it. Because of the influx of people, it's like this is what you should be doing right now.
So guys, do you have any favorite Japanese food?
Surprisingly to some people, I love sashimi, or sushi in general.
Yeah. I love sashimi too.
I would say yakiniku.
Yeah, the first meal we had together.
You can be best friends now.
Yakiniku.
Morisoba.
Morisoba kai.
Well, I think the dialect, there's like zaru soba.
Zaru
Like,
soba.
I know zaru soba.
Morisoba. There's like a difference. Tokyo says morisoba.
Oh,
Yeah, I think outside of Tokyo they say zaru.
that's so Japanese.
Kansai dialect, I think.
So far, after staying in Japan for a while, what was your favorite place to visit here?
Right over here.
Yoyogi Park?
Meiji Jingu Shrine.
Oh yeah, we're going there after this.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, when I came to Tokyo, it was during COVID. So Meiji Jingu was like dead.
Yeah, it was
So it's
totally
really
empty.
quiet. Now it's like super loud and noisy. And yeah, it's a different experience for me. So it kind of feels like I'm in Tokyo for the first time, like starting like this year. So yeah, but that's my favorite place.
I don't think I know of a favorite place, only because like I've been here so long. Asakusa living, Takamatsu living, now Shibuya living. So I'm kind of like that city boy. I'm huh?
Takamatsu? So you've been
I
there?
lived in Takamatsu for like a year.
That's
Yeah,
great. How was it?
it was an experience. No, it was good. I liked it. You know, I made a lot of good friends who I still know till today, and but because I think I'm more of like a super city boy now, you know, especially since I had that really good experience in Tokyo, I'm mostly like Shibuya, or even here, this area, because everything has like a different vibe to it, or like there's something for everyone in Tokyo. So it depends on my mood. So there's no real favorite. If I'm feeling like a taco nerd, Akihabara. You know, if I'm feeling like party life, Shibuya.
Yeah,
things like
it's
that.
very
So
diverse.
Exactly, it's
Okay.
diverse. So you know, I meet a lot of people outside. So everywhere I like.
So how about you? Any favorite place in Japan?
So I really liked when I went to Okinawa on my first visit.
Oh yeah.
Okinawa is definitely an entire different like universe, island lifestyle by the beach. It was very comfortable there. But I spent the most time in Shinjuku, Kabukicho. It's got like a stain of image on it. But I had so much fun there and meeting people and experiencing that, seeing the depths of Tokyo from the bottom. Like,
I feel you.
that experience was like, okay, it's very different from in Virginia. So that was something I always remembered. And now I'm just now here in Shibuya. I'm learning more about it. I like it, but Shinjuku is really somewhere. I felt like home for a while.
Is there something that like particularly surprises you or interests you about Shinjuku?
I don't know. My favorite thing about Shinjuku is this ramen place called Zundoya. And I don't know, nobody hears
it out.
about it. Zundoya is Zundoya.
Yeah,
It's an
ramen.
Osaka brand, but the chain is in Shinjuku.
We should check it out.
I'm
You
not
guys are going
hating.
afterward, right?
Well,
Oh yeah,
I
after
can't- I
that
can't
reaction
just
video.
like
After
something.
you shoot the video, you'll be there.
Yeah. And I'll walk around. I have this Vegeta shirt that I'm usually wearing, and I would always walk in there to say, and I say, Sekaiichi! Every time I walk in there, Sekaiichi! It's number one. It's so good. Nothing else compares to it. In my mind.
Okay, guys, this is the last question. If you would have to go back to your country and you could bring back anything you want from Japan, anything material or not material, what would it be?
Let's all say the same word at the same time. Safety.
No. It wasn't. Bidet.
What bidet is second on the list?
Bidet is really, really good.
Matcha.
Very simple.
Very Japanese.
You can bring it back, definitely.
Level.
Okay, all right, guys. It was really fun and interesting talking to you.
Nice to meet you too.
It was really nice to meet you too as well.
Pick up after yourself. Pick up after yourself.
皆さん今回もありがとうございました。どうでしたか？チャンネル登録忘れないでね。じゃあバイバイ。